It's been a tough, or should I say, frustrating start to the season for us. 3 games that we feel we could have won or should have won, and we find ourselves 0-3. So we're trying to take the positives out of how competitive we've been, at least giving our chance to win the games. I think first game, Bristol was one of the worst ones to take, having a big lead and within the fourth quarter also, and we had a meltdown, came down to kind of like bad free throw shooting and so forth. Next game we had was Worcester. Once again took the lead at a pivotal time, and then they just made some big plays down the stretch with some 3-point shots. Plymouth, a bit of a nightmare. The way we lost that one, I take full responsibility for it. Basketball's an emotional game. A lot of passion, pride in it, and sometimes it gets the better of you. But I'm an experienced coach, and I should know better than that. Probably shouldn't have argued the fact that we shouldn't have been charged a timeout, because I never took the timeout. But it is what it is, and the game's in the books, so we move on to the next one. But I can't really fault the guys. Everybody's working super hard, and we're a small squad, but we're just trying to keep everybody healthy.
£5 Fridays. £5 Fridays. I take everyone's money.
Hayley, can you tell me what you're doing?
Half court challenge. Every Friday, £5 we put in. Whoever wins takes all the money.
£1 Friday.
Oh, see, now they're trying to change it to £1. These broke guys, because they know they're gonna lose to them.
Right? I'm going to start us off.
Losing is never fun, and obviously you don't want to talk too much about last season, but for myself, Teo, probably Kalen, Henry, we were here last year and it was a really tough season. Just things never went well for us. We played some good basketball. Once again, we've started playing some good basketball. We need to get the end product in. A lot of BBL analysts and out there that will give their opinion and judge us on where our squad is, and rightfully so. They've probably put us down as being the one of the least favorites to make the playoffs and so forth. So as I said, we embrace that underdog tag. And as long as we've got our fans with us on this journey to cause a couple of upsets, we're going to be in the games, and we've just got to learn how to win, because winning's a habit. So all I can really say to the fans is that it's going to be an uphill task, but we're up for it. And as you could see in the last 3 games, we are going to be fighting right until the end in every single game.
And another noticeable absent has been Sol over the past couple of weeks.
Unfortunately with Sol, he took a knock at practice. Which we thought was just kind of like a bump to the rib, a bone bruise. Later found out that he had a fracture to the rib, which affected his kidney. So he's right now taking a little bit of a break.
Yeah, so I got hit in my rib cage, and it ruptured my kidney. So I'm out for a couple months now, and literally you can't really rehab that. Like, you can't go to the gym, or you can't get stronger from it. So I'm just resting until it gets better. The game of basketball is a roller coaster. So yeah, it's just you just gotta look back to the times where you've overcame other things and come back stronger every time.
We can't rush him back. Right now we're really thin in that department, which was nice. Obviously young Jeremy got some minutes against Plymouth, and he is able to step in. But we are looking to kind of strengthen that position while Sol is away, which is not easy, because we don't want to just bring somebody in for the sake of bringing somebody in. We want to bring somebody that will help make a difference. We do need some size. We definitely need a bigger, stronger guy, rebounding wise, and a post-up presence. But that costs money, so so. We continue to work out in the community, through the foundation. We're doing a great job of getting the guys into the community and coaching. And then obviously with our sponsors, we're always looking for new sponsors, because with that, it enables us maybe to get another marquee signing that could make a difference to our season.
And are you looking at the player lineup and looking at the team lineup and considering making changes to it, or is it too early to be thinking about that?
I think it's way too early to be doing that. Guys have to be given the opportunity to show what they're capable of. And this is I guess this is the beauty of the cup competition. It gives you an opportunity to see where people are and try and get some results and get people to settle in. Naturally, if we don't do very well in the cup competition, we will have to look at what changes we need to do to strengthen, because we need to get results. I think with the All-Stars it was a big shining star in what was a really tough season last year. You know, our approach to it was we wanted to enjoy it. It's a lifelong memory that you get, you know, playing in front of the Sky cameras for one. You know, and as a clubs, you know, there's a lot of incentive in terms of it's only competition that you get prize money from. Our approach last year was to go, play hard, and take it one game at a time, and that's what we'll do this year. You know, opening up with the London Royals, very, very good team. You know, they've got experience. You know, they've got the Andrew Lawrence, amazing talent. Obviously brought in the Lithuanian twins who bring also some great experience. So won't be easy, but as I said, we know we go in as the underdog tag, so we got nothing to lose, but we've got a lot to prove.
I mean, before the event, I was still a champion, so obviously I was positive. We had a strategy, we had a game plan set up to it. We got to the arena nice and early, everything was cool. For me especially, and for maybe a couple of the other guys, it felt good walking into the copper box as a champion. So what happened later on in the day, maybe not so good. The beginning of the day was great. First game we played the Royals. It was a tightly contested game. Majority of the game we're going back and forth, back and forth. But I think for a lot of us, it was a quick snap wake-up call about how quick the game is played and how short the game is.
Yeah. Oh, 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds.
We got 30.
So it was a tightly contested game. Royals got the better of us. We fouled too much, and Royals got the better of us. And in that kind of situation, you can't keep fouling because it just adds points onto the scoreboard. And I think probably the fouls is what allowed Royals to win that game.
Working hard.
Gotta keep the body active, man.
The second game was a little bit more of a nightmare. So I think at this point, I think a few of the guys were fatigued. I think we didn't attack the basket well enough, and I think the other team just had a better game plan than us at the time, and we didn't really adjust quick enough. And it's not like a regular game where we could call a timeout and regroup. We didn't adjust quick enough, we didn't attack the basket enough, we still settled for our three-pointers, and we knocked down a couple in the first game, a few, but the second game they weren't really jumping for us, so we settled too much from the outside, from the 3 and from the 5-point line, and it just didn't go our way.
All right, it was ugly, okay? All right, we can accept it was very, very ugly, okay? The part that I'm going to be honest with you guys that I'm disappointed about is we never stuck to what we should be doing and what works for us. Understand? That was the most important part of it, all right? We can't we're jogging our way up into the game. It's quick, it's healthy, it's just like end to end, all right? And we're slowly going up the court, waiting to get something and so forth, all right? Okay, now, from a point of view of where we've been going and the steps we'll be making going forward, I don't want this to be a thing that, we're terrible, we're going backwards. But understand this. We have to show, and this is the key part, guys. We have to show the heart and the desire. So now what I need is a mindset and a positivity going into Monday. Understand? Yeah. Does everybody understand that? Yeah. I need a mindset and positivity going into Monday. All right? All the wrongs we've got to make right. All the wrongs. All right? Because that's not us, what I just witnessed. That's not us. All right? So let's get that right attitude, guys.
I mean, it's always tough. Any sport, any competitive sport, it's always tough having a trophy and then having to let go of it.
Were there any learning points that you guys took away from this?
Definitely not to play like that ever again. It was really bad. We obviously it's a different style of play, so it's different to translate it into a 40-minute game. But we just know that we can't keep settling for outside shots. Got to get something inside out and just really cater our game a little bit more to smart basketball. We didn't really play that smart. So those are the things we're going to be working on to play Royals. And it was good for us. I mean, we've got a chance to see Royals. We haven't seen them in the flesh live before, so it was good for us to see them and see how they play, what they like to do, their key players. So we've seen tape of them, but now we've seen it in real life. It's going to be a tough game. Royals haven't lost yet. They're a good team. I think they might have a few of their players out, but we're still trying to focus in on us and what we do, and we know we have to stop them. So we're going through tape and we're going through footage, and we're adjusting the way we play to lock in and stop them defensively. But offensively, I think we're a pretty strong team. We're always amongst the high scoring teams in the league. So we want to continue that, but it's just locking in on the defense and stopping their key players and stopping their guys that seem to catch fire for them.
At the start of the game, it was really good, a lot of energy, but obviously we have a couple players out. Jeremy's out, I'm out. So towards the end of the game, fatigue kicked in a bit, and I think we only lost by 2. So it could have gone, to be honest, it could have gone either way. But it just came down to that grit at the end. I don't think we had it because players were just tired and fatigued. I feel like we're a small team anyway, but I feel like we're slowly getting better. Like we're getting used to it. And I feel like by the time the season actually starts, we'll be there, we'll be ready. It was hard for me honestly because I've got an injury. I kept jumping up. I feel like I'm there with them when they're playing well. I feel like I'm in the game. So I was getting quite agitated honestly because I want to play. So it's quite hard to sit down and just relax while you're watching.
All our cup games have been really, really, really close. So we're on the brinks of winning games, but we just need to topple over. We had overtime, we had a couple points missed out against other teams, so it's really frustrating that we're there, but you'd almost want to be not there and then you can make adjustments, whether it is change things up, but it's annoying for us because we're up there with other teams competing, but we can't seem to get the W, so we're trying to step over that line and get the W.
And is there anything particular you think you need to do to just get that inch that little bit farther?
My personal view on it is definitely from the defensive side. Can we stop teams, because we don't really have an issue scoring? Can we stop teams from scoring? Can we lock in on what our coach has given us defensively and do it on the court? So I think that's the main issue, and that's the feedback I'm giving to the team, and that's the emphasis I'm trying to put on games moving forward. I mean, the fans have been great. Ever since I've been here, they've been great. They carry on supporting, they carry on shouting loud. So you guys are doing a great job, so carry on doing what you're doing, show up and support like you've always been doing, and hopefully that will return the favour and some wins, because that's what we need to do.
And finally, have you got a message for the fans?
Yeah, I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon. Ready.
And we need to go now because they're literally packing up, so.
Oh, you guys, they're kicking me out already, you know? Oh, madness.
As well.